Have you been scripted? Hey there. You know, we're going to try different things, okay? And some of them aren't going to work. But if you never try, you never know. And so that goes by two different ways today. One, tonight is our first live stream. So it'll be at 8 o'clock Central Time. It's probably going to be a disaster, and I might just be talking to myself, okay? It's very possible. I haven't set up any screens. I haven't set up anything. So, it could be just me talking for 2 hours. But it could be fun. I have some ideas, and we'll just see how that goes. And then number two, we've got, I've got to get better at how, how to present something. Like I have these good stories, but then I botch the story, or I trip over my own tongue. So those types of things I'm working on. So today we're talking about real estate scripts, and I don't even know if you know what a real estate script is, but in sales, people will teach you scripts, and these are the things that you should use to overcome objections. I hate them. I don't use scripts, and when people in other industries try to use them on me, it just drives me nuts. Okay, but I just wanted to go through some that I had for 10 years now, and I wanted to just see them, and then I wanted to go over what they're trying to do. And I'm not saying you should use it to try and you know defeat a salesperson. What I'm saying is maybe you might want to recognize that someone's not really using their brain; they're just spewing out something that they've memorized to get you to buy or sell a house or list a house. And I think these are all listing ones, if I remember right. But I just want you to be aware. I think some people are very naive um, in real estate sales. I think that people think that there's not any salesmanship that's involved, and some of these offices and some of these real estate agents are they've memorized scripts down to perfection. So these are just some. I'm just going to point out ways that you can kind of see what's going on, and I'm just going to read them. And so there's nothing for you to see except for me reading. I don't know if that's going to be exciting or not, but we'll do it. Okay. So here we go. So scenario number one: the seller says. So you call up, and the seller says, "I have an appointment with another agent." Okay. And so I'm supposed to say, "No problem. My only goal is to help you get your home sold. And if there's another agent you feel is the best fit, I wouldn't try to get in the way of that. I would, however, like for you to have the opportunity to have an apples to apples comparison between agents. Why don't I come by before the other agent comes to show you my marketing plan for selling your home?" Okay, so what are they trying to do? Well, they're trying to get in the door. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so you can also answer it a little differently. It says, "That's not a problem at all. I'd be happy to provide you with a second opinion, and if you choose to list with me, I can call the other agent for you and cancel the appointment. How would that work for you this evening?" So here now there's this thing where sometimes people feel committed, and they feel committed to an agent, and then this guy here or this girl is going to go ahead and call the other agent for you, and they're taking that problem off of your plate. Isn't that nice? So then there's another objection. It says, "I need to talk to my spouse. I need to talk with my spouse. You can't come over tonight. I need to talk with my spouse." And then I'm supposed to say, "No problem. I totally respect that. And I would never expect you to make any decisions going to interview aggressive." Oh, shoot. I went to the wrong page. I'm sorry. Uh, I totally respect that and would never expect you to make any decisions without your spouse. I know that you're busy, as am I. And my schedule fills up very rapidly with appointments just like this to make sure people get their homes sold. When will you have a chance to talk with your spouse? Will it be this evening? Since we are both so busy, why don't we do this? Let's look at our calendars and pencil in a time. What's better for you, Tuesday or Wednesday? Great. Then let's plan on that, and unless I hear back from you, I'll assume that you had a chance to visit with your wife, and we'll make that happen. Does that work? Does anybody really? I guess. I don't know. I mean, really, I have to talk to my wife. Oh, that's great. We don't have to talk to her. Why don't we just set up an appointment? It'll work out fine. That's a non-script, but I don't do any of that. And then here's another one. So you're going to list your house and you're saying, I'm going to sell the house myself. I don't need you, Mr. Agent. And so you're supposed to say, no problem. That's great. Why? What do you plan on selling it for? The nice thing is that our appointment is more of a complimentary lesson than a sales pitch. If you like the things that I have to say, you can incorporate them in your own strategy. Or if you're really impressed, you can put me to work to get top dollar for your house. So when can I come by to take a look at the home? What's better for you, Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday at. You have to set a time. Remember, you're setting an appointment. And then you could also do, out of curiosity, most people I talk to that have the intention of going by owner have a timeline in mind of how long they want to try that before they interview aggressive agents like myself. What timeline is in your mind right now? If in that timeline I do bring a buyer to your property, would you be open to paying me a cooperating commission? When that time comes, you are... Oh, yeah. When that time comes that you are going to interview aggressive agents, do you already have somebody that you feel you are already committed to hiring? Okay, great. When can I come by to see your home? I'd like to know all about it so I can offer it to my buyers. What's better for you, Tuesday or Wednesday at X, which will be a time. Again, we set the time and we set the date. And then, I mean, I don't know if you're enjoying this or not. I'm kind of enjoying it. We got enough time. So here we go. This is if the seller says they're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're not gonna list it right now. We're gonna wait. I'm supposed to say, man, it sounds like you are really frustrated with the process. Am I right? Am I right? You know, I totally understand, but you did want to get the home sold, correct? What do you think stopped you from your home from selling in the first place? Was there anything that your former agent did that you liked? What do you feel they should have done? Well, and then I'm supposed to put a name. Insert name here. It sounds to me like you still want it to sell it, right? If you sold this home, where would you go next? How soon do you have to be there? Insert name here. If you could get your home sold at top dollar in a time frame you were comfortable with, is that something that you would be excited about? And if I could help you make it happen, that would be okay with you, right? Then when would we discuss the best time we could get together and discuss how we can make that happen? Would Wednesday at 4:15 or Thursday at 4:15 be better? See how aggressive? Maybe some of you want an aggressive agent. Maybe that's what you want. You want somebody just to barrel you over. Whatever. And then finally, the last one. This is when the prospective seller says, will you lower your commission? Here we go. Let me see if I can do it like you should do it. So you're asking me about how much it's going to cost to sell the home and if I'm flexible on that, right? The most important question for you is, what's more important to you, the amount that you net or the amount of commissions you pay? That's why I want to come by and show you a proven plan to show you how to net the most from your home. What's better for you, Tuesday or Wednesday? Now, so in a learning experience, number one, I don't like to invite myself to other people's homes. I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, wrong. But you know, if you go on let's say you go on a listings website, a popular one, and you write in your name, I'm interested in this information, don't be surprised if like 7 agents call you, because they're not necessarily exclusive leads. So then you're going to get an aggressive agent, and the aggressive agent's going to be aggressive because they're paying a tremendous amount of money for leads, and they've got to close on those leads or they go out of business. So, you know, if that's what you're interested in, that's totally fine. I don't know. It's not me. So, I did want to go over real quick some of the reasons why you would use a script. Number one, you have no confidence in yourself. Number two, you get the same questions time and time again and never seem to have the right answer. And number three, if you're new to the business, you might be trained by someone who swears by scripts, so you have no idea if they work or not. You want to be seen as someone that does whatever the boss says. And those are the reasons why I use scripts. That's the top 3. And then the reasons why I don't use a script. Number one, every potential buyer or seller I work with has unique needs and desires, and that's absolutely true. I don't have to expound on that. You understand that. And number two, I don't mind having difficult discussions about listing strategies or philosophy. So, you know, you go in there, and when we're doing a listing call, it's like, what do you want? How can we help provide that? And this is the strategy I kind of have in mind for this particular house, but there's others. And if you want to go with those, we can discuss those. I am very flexible with how I market properties. And the same thing working with buyers, I feel like we have to have a good fit before we start looking for homes. So that's just me. And then number 3, I don't have a trainer looking over my shoulder for appointment set or a coach. So appointment set is a metric that you can use to gauge how you are doing. But at the same time, just making an appointment for the sake of doing it wastes everybody's time. So early on in the business, they have these boards, and it says like, how many calls did you make? And out of those calls, how many appointments did you set? And out of those appointments set, how many listings did you get? Okay. And so it's just a numbers game at that point. But I never really liked numbers games. And I don't have any interest in, say I have set 4 appointments for the week and all 4 of them, it didn't work out because I'd already tried to sell them this script that was kind of BS anyway. So to me, it's just not something that I would do. And then number 4, if I come at you with a fake or can't answer now, and we've just met, we're not meeting on a basis of honesty. If I'm being honest and upfront with you in the beginning, you should be honest and upfront with me. If either of us is working off of a different basis, it's not going to go well anyway. And that's true. So I'll get calls sometimes from people and they'll say, hey, I want to list this house. And so I'll go and I'll say, we'll talk. And then I'll get a call like the next day and it'll be an angry husband or an angry wife. And they're like, we're moving in together and you appraised, you said the house was worth too much. Or you said it's not worth enough. And it's like, why didn't you just tell me up front what you wanted? I'm totally okay with going with different listing strategies or with buyer strategies. But when you start on the basis of just totally false, you call me, like say you call me because you want to see if I can do a better job than another agent, but you've already signed a contract with the other agent, doesn't tell me. I mean, what am I supposed to do? And so that's the reason why I don't use the scripts. I don't want to work on the basis of dishonesty. Okay. That's just me. So that's all I have for you today. Live stream tonight. It could be a disaster. It might be fun to watch a train wreck. I'm just saying. I'm gonna schedule it and everything. And then so hope you enjoy that. Hope you enjoyed the video today. And I will catch you on the next one.